Now here's the whole program. Now compilers have a reputation as being difficult and more complicated than interpreters. But notice here that the compiler is actually in many ways simpler than the interpreter. It's less lines of code overall. And one reason is because we didn't have to duplicate effort here of saying first we need constructors to say build up a literal and then within match set have a interpreter for that literal. Rather we did it just once. Just once we said the constructor for literal returns a function which is going to be the implementation of the compiler for that type of pattern. So it's very concise. Most of these are one-liners. Maybe I cheated a little bit and I replaced the word text, the word T, to make it a little bit shorter and fit on one line. There's only one that's complicated, and that's the star of X because it's recursive. The ones I haven't listed here is because they're all the same as before. So before we get into star X, let me note that. I didn't have to put down search here because search is exactly the same as before. I didn't have to put down plus because plus is exactly the same as before. It's defined in terms of star. What is the definition of star? One thing we could return is the remainder could be the text itself. So star of something, you could choose not to take any of it and return the entire text as the remainder. That's one possibility. The other possibility is we could apply the pattern X, from star X, apply the pattern X to the text and take those sets of remainders. And for every remainder that's not the text itself, because we already took care of that, we don't need to take care of it again. So for all the remainders that are different from the whole text, then we go through and we apply star of X to that remainder and we get a new remainder, and that's the result. So that's all we need for the compiler result. Oh, one piece was missing is how do you interface the match function, which takes a pattern and a text, with this compiler where a pattern is applied to the text. And that's one line which is slightly different. Here, before we called match set. In the previous implementation, we had match set of pattern text. And your job then is to replace that with the proper code for the implementation that calls the compiler.